it's called the Cardinals Quickfire. It's presented by the Springfield Daily Citizen. So we fire a bunch of stuff at you that has nothing to do with each other, and we'll just see how you do. Don't worry, nothing too crazy.
Sounds good.
All right. So you kind of alluded to it earlier, but you've kind of credited your body transformation for velo jump when you get to Tennessee or anything. Now we're not doctors, but what supplements for you do you think are like the best and are like, no, don't even touch creatine or whatever?
I'm a huge creatine and fish oils guy. I take those every day, so I think those are my favorite supplements. Those are some that I got introduced to when I was at Tennessee with our nutritionist Beth, who was there, who was awesome, who I still keep in touch with a ton too. She helped me out with those. Supplement wise, stay away from just anything that can get you in trouble. I wouldn't do anything like that, but I don't know. All supplements, as long as you're taking them from the right person and you're talking to them about what's going to help you out and you're taking them properly, definitely are good things to go for. But I'm a big creatine and fish oil guy. Those help me out a ton.
All right, I'll throw it in the Amazon cart. Okay, after living in Conway, South Carolina, did you develop a fondness for cheer wine?
For
cheer wine.
I've never even heard of that.
Never heard of cheer wine.
So I don't think so. No.
Okay. Well, that's the soda. That is or pop or whatever they're going to call it there. But
I guess I didn't spend enough time in Conway.
I guess not.
I don't even know what that is. No.
See, I lived in North Carolina for a short time, so I was everywhere.
No, I've never even heard of that. So maybe I'll have to try that sometime.
I think some people are gonna not be happy about that. Were you a cookout or a Bojangles guy while you were there? Or?
We had a cookout in town that you'd go to after like a series or whatever, but try to eat on the healthier side when I can. But yeah, cookout. We don't have those back home, so that was kind of funny to go to.
Yeah, the corn dog for a side was like a revolutionary thought for me.
that was interesting. Never really seen that before.
Yeah, amazing. Which one of your family members dislikes your ultra competitive side the most?
My grandma and aunt hate when they see me swear on camera, so probably them. My mom thinks I should be nicer to people sometimes too. So I don't know. My dad loves it, but all the females in my family don't necessarily love it too much.
Oh, that checks out. Have you ever owned a pair of orange and white checkerboard overalls?
Yes, actually have them back at my house right now, and all of my buddies showed up to our super regional game in Arkansas wearing those last year. Got some really bad sunburn, so that was pretty cool. We wore those to the football games too.
So you're doing no shirt on that, just full?
Yeah, they did. For the football game, I wore a shirt underneath, but that's the only time I ever wore them. They went nothing underneath, and they had a good time at that series. They got some good chirps, so that was funny.
That's great. Stick with me on this one. So I've learned through a relationship with a girl who isn't from where I'm from, that we learn in elementary school like local history.
Okay.
Right? Like at some point we both learned about our local history. So growing up in New Hampshire, was there ever a point in elementary or middle school where you guys learned about the Salem witch trials?
Yeah, that was definitely a weak topic in class almost every year. Yeah, okay. I lived my first couple months after I was born was in Salem, Massachusetts with my parents. That's where they live, so I'm in tune with the Salem witch trials. Okay. I would say.
Thoughts, feelings?
I don't know what's real and what's not, but I've seen some histories on it, and it could be real, could not be. But people from Massachusetts are crazy, just like all of us. So who knows what happened to it?
Yeah, I feel like this is something we need to talk about with everybody, because obviously we're from all over the place.
Yeah.
I grew up in California, so it was all Gold Rush and the missions and all that stuff. And
we definitely had a course on that every single year, going probably all the way up through middle school. I don't know if we had anything in high school, but it was always like a fun Halloween time thing in elementary school and middle school.
That's awesome. You've lived all over the place. So which state has the worst humidity, South Carolina, Mississippi, or Tennessee?
Mississippi definitely has the worst humidity. Florida in the summer after the draft was definitely the worst humidity out of them all that I lived at. But Mississippi for the colleges was the worst, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can't win with any of them.
No, it's all pretty hot everywhere.
It's all brutal. Where were you on October 28th, 2018?
Is that when the Red Sox won the World Series?
That was.
I was watching it. It was a Tuesday night, I believe, and I was watching it on the couch with my mom, and my dad was playing darts at the time, and I was watching Chris Sale throw the last pitch to strike out Manny Machado in my living room at my house back home in Derry.
That had to have been a pretty
That's
like you were
awesome.
like the ripe age to watch your team win the World
Oh,
Series.
it's so cool. Yeah, that really got me into baseball for sure. But growing up in Boston at that time, every team was winning championships. Still are almost now. So it was definitely really cool. But I do remember that night pretty vividly and everything that went down on that. But that was a fun time to be a Boston sports fan. Went to the parade that week, skipped school. It was a good time and did that a few times growing up as a kid. Won a lot of championships and went to a lot of championships parades. So that was always
cool.
fun.
I mean, you get to see David Price too in that game go 7. Like
Yep.
the lefty on the
David
mound.
Price
You're,
and
what,
Chris
14?
Sale. Yeah,
Like,
watching two lefty pitchers go at it and win Boston a World Series. That was pretty cool for me.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. Okay, and this is our last question. We've asked every single guy except for one this question. One batter, alive or dead, who do you want to face as the ultimate test?
One batter, alive or dead. You know,
We've had
I
a
would
lot of
love
we've had a lot of Red Sox actually, weirdly enough.
really. All right, for a Red Sox guy, no hatred. I would love to face David Ortiz. That would be so cool to me because he was one of my favorite players growing up. Him or Jacoby Ellsbury because they're both lefties. Those would be fun guys to go pitch against, and those are my favorite like players growing up for the Red Sox. But now, I mean, this probably gets used a lot, but like facing a guy like a Mike Trout or like an Aaron Judge from like the right side of play, that would be pretty sweet too.
That's crazy.
That would be a pretty surreal bat to go do it, and hopefully that happens sooner than later.
2 years ago we had Swanson on, and he said Big Papi too, and he said Big Papi would take him deep. So.
Yeah, there's a chance. You gotta make sure you're making the right pitches. I think I'd have a okay chance being from the left side. But yeah, he's a great hitter. He'd probably go more like a single than a homer off me, hopefully. But it would be a tough at bat for sure.
Oh yeah. Let's go Judge. What's your attack plan facing Aaron Judge?
You don't want to miss like away kind of because he gets his arms extended and just goes with all fastballs away, especially at Yankee Stadium. So I'd probably start him off speed with like a cutter or something, see if he takes or maybe gets jammed. Hopefully that's the end of that bat. Then if not, gonna mix in splitter for sure. I'd probably go splitter next pitch and then try to beat him up with a fastball. But my splitter is my best off-speed pitch, so hopefully we get a swing and miss there or a weak contact. But he's such a great hitter and can hit almost anything. He's very patient for such a power hitter too. That's what makes him so great. So he'd be a tough at bat, and definitely gonna have to watch some films about how other lefties attack him. But I'm probably starting off with cutter, splitter, and trying to put him away with a fastball.
All right. Hopefully he never sees this because that could be a matchup here real soon.
Maybe I'll go complete opposite though. Maybe we'll fool him.
Change it up. That's reverse psychology.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Liam Doyle, thanks for joining us, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.